Morning televiewers, thank you for joining us on today's edition of Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. I am Nsah Eileen. The regional delegate of health for the southwest region of Cameroon has called on the population of the region to be vigilant and report any case of persons with symptoms of monkeypox. Dr. Eko Philbert was speaking yesterday to Emmanuel C. in Buea during an interview to school the population on the stakes on ground. Take a listen to what Dr. Eko Philbert said.
Laboratory in Yaoundé and confirmed the presence of the monkeypox virus. The situation is calm. We are reassuring the population that measures are being taken at all the different levels to see that we contain the pathology and to reduce its spread. It is something that is contained, so it's not a problem that should call for panic. They should stay calm. They should collaborate with the team that is in the field. We have a team that is in the field in, as of now, the two Kumba health districts and the Bonge health district, because the information that we got is that this case or these cases had passed through these three health districts.
That was the regional delegate of health for the southwest region, Dr. Eko Philbert, talking to Emmanuel C. on the situation on ground concerning monkeypox. This human interest story: a man has reportedly ramshackled a police station in the west region of Cameroon as the production of his ID card witnessed prolonged delay. The said man is said to have waited for the identification documents for years before losing his cool with the system. Onto this other human interest story: a man in the east region of Cameroon has reportedly cut off his wife's hand for cheating with another man. Reports say Hamajoda Bankura accused his wife, to whom he has been married for 10 years, of cheating on him with Jenabia Ali, a resident of the same village. According to his wife, he acted out of revenge, considering that her husband had once gotten her cousin pregnant. The injured lady was rushed to the Betwe Regional Hospital, while the husband in question fled after committing the act. The new management of Cameroon's Water Utilities Corporation, CamWater, made public its hotlines to all customers with challenges recently. This information is contained in a communique that was signed by the Director General of CamWater, Blaise Musa, on October 11, 2022. The numbers, which are both on WhatsApp, are meant to denounce any malpractices and cater for other users' concerns. Physically challenged female children have proven to be more independent as the days go by being less of a liability despite their challenges. Magdala Eyong Bisong paid a visit to a center playing host to some physically challenged girls in Douala. Take a listen to her report.
As the world celebrates another International Day of the Girl Child, it is also a wake-up call that all the female children are equal. Maggie Foundation is a mere proof that disability is not inability. A center that deals with mentally derailed children, the female children are seen as though all is well with the way they engage themselves in useful activities. According to the caretaker, Madame Banjun Signy, her girls are no longer dependent on family like they used to be before.
First time when our girls came here, there was very, how can I say, depend on their parents, on their family, and most of them was not accepted by their family, by our relative, because they are disabled. You know, when you are disabled, it seems as you are not important in the society. You cannot bring something very important in the society. But when they arrive here, they show them love. They teach them how to love each other, and they teach them that it's possible to value themselves, to have self-control and self-confidence. Since they are, you can see now, they help us also to take care of the very young children.
Engaged in crafts and petty handworks, the female children of Maggie Foundation are a bunch of talents The oldest of them all, 23-year-old Ebuea Lor, helps in sewing their materials, making slipper and even drawers. Interestingly, 10-year-old Chamambe Ange impresses with a fine bracelet made with her very own hands. However, to take care of themselves is no more a challenge to almost all the girls. They can manage that themselves, says their caretaker.
At the beginning, we take care of them. Then after maybe 3 months, 6 months, they take care of them themselves. Just we learn them how to take care, how to control themselves, and we also sensitize the family. So to teach them that it's normal, they are also a human being, yes.
Learning how to be useful despite the challenges and even having been defiled and rejected by family, Ebuea Lor, Kosi Suzy, 13-year-old Ngwana, Chamambe Ange, amongst others, seem as though they were more than normal, proving to be more comfortable in the environment of this privately owned facility that aids and schools the girl child to be independent irregardless of their challenges.
A parliamentary delegation dispatched by the presidents of the Senate and the National Assembly to the Far North region on Monday have met with local administrative authorities to discuss on ways to boost the socio-economic development of the region. Get details in this report with Joingo.
The area of intervention to boost the socio-economic development of the Far North region was the subject of Monday's meeting. An opportunity for the Far North region to present what was lacking for its socio-economic development. I am so happy to welcome this commission sent by the two presidents of the National Assembly and the Senate, which has as objective to see our realities and how they will accompany our local administrators. The Far North region is gradually recovering from Boko Haram attacks, and there is need for reconstruction. All proposals are welcomed in that regard. This consultation platform aims at boosting our socio-economic development and facilitating talks with our brothers and sisters in the diaspora.
Le dialogue avec nos frères et sœurs et collègues qui sont dans la diaspora.
The Parliamentary Network for the Diaspora, through this medium, aims to accompany the government by convincing Cameroonians living abroad, presenting to them the problems faced by that region of the country, insecurity, floods, among others.
Nous sommes ici à Maroua, dans le cadre des ateliers nationaux qu'organise.
We are here today to meet the presidents of regional councils and the mayors, to present to them our network and tell them and express our willingness to work with them, as decentralization is an indispensable tool for development. We will work with them in the implementation of government projects, not just voting laws.
Le gouvernement est sur plusieurs fronts et il faut aider le gouvernement et le gouvernement ne peut pas tout.
At the end of the consultations, it is hoped that the resolutions will aid in boosting the socio-economic development of the Far North region.
Onto something else, a 4-day capacity building workshop to train entrepreneurs and startups is on the way at the International Handicraft Center in Yaoundé. Chaired by the Minister of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, Basil Achille Basilikin III, the workshop aimed at creating a community of innovative and resilient entrepreneurs. Get details in this report with Font Quinta.
These entrepreneurs will for 4 days receive adequate skills from facilitators that will make them stand out in this digital era. Drawn from different regions and backgrounds, the entrepreneurs, heads of startups and small and medium-sized enterprises here present will, at the end of the training, boast of an upgrade in skills.
We are organizing this workshop today to upgrade the skills and the entrepreneurial skills of startups, SMEs involved in the digital and the technological sector. We felt that it was necessary to mobilize them for a capacity building workshop to develop their entrepreneurial skills.
Minister Basilikin III, who presided over the opening ceremony, further revealed that the workshop is aimed at digging deep into challenges faced by entrepreneurs and setting a way forward, especially with this digital era.
Explore with them the difficulties that they face, look at the various opportunities in terms of funding capabilities and also capacity building, but also facilitating their capacity not only to drive the economic recovery of our country, but also to ensure that they can play an active role as actors for the economic transformation of our country.
The capacity building workshop, which happened on Monday, October 10, 2022, at the International Handicraft Center in Yaoundé, under the theme Entrepreneurial Skills, a lever for the competitiveness of small and medium-sized enterprises, the technology and digital skills, will end this Thursday, October 14, 2022.
Let's now talk health. The month of October is observed as Down Syndrome Awareness Month, set aside to spread awareness and include people with Down syndrome in every aspect of life. Get more in this report with Bokengo Worthy.
Down syndrome is a genetic disorder born by abnormal cell mutation or deviations. As a called trisomy 21, the health condition is characterized by distinct facial appearance, intellectual and learning disability, developmental and speech delays, amongst others. Over the years, with research and new data carried out regarding the health condition, experts say the genetic disorder may be linked with thyroid disease, brain problems, cardiovascular disorders, and many more. Borne in mind it is to note that the health condition occurs in people of all races, especially women who are 35 years or older, as they are more likely to have a pregnancy affected by Down syndrome, as per data from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. And according to data from the United Nations, approximately 5,000 children are born yearly with this disorder, with many difficult experiences such as cognitive deficit, hearing loss, immune deficiency, vision disorder, sleep apnea, obesity, palmoplantar polycythemia, seborrheic dermatitis, mouth breathing, hypothonia, low set ears, upslanting palpebral fissures, brachycephaly, hyperkeratosis, and many more. Bearing risk factors like inadequate intake of folic acid, excessive alcohol intake, smoking, poor diet, consumption of a prescribed medication during pregnancy, and more, the health condition is a lifelong one. To this regard, health experts say physical, speech, and occupational therapy, assertive devices, prescribed medication consumption, balanced healthy diet, planned pregnancy, surgery, amongst others, are methods put in place to help combat the disease, as awareness is being raised and spread regarding the disease every month of October.
In news out of Cameroon, 194 illegal migrants intercepted at sea while crossing the Mediterranean heading to Europe have been rescued by the Tunisian Navy. According to Tuesday's announcement, the rescue involves 9 different operations during 2 days. Most of the migrants are Tunisians, and 76 originated from sub-Saharan African countries, including 42 women and 8 children. On Monday, 8 bodies of migrants, probably Tunisians, who have been missing for a fortnight, were recovered from the sea of southeast Tunisia, according to the local Red Crescent. Officials say more than 22,500 migrants have been intercepted off the Tunisian coast since the beginning of 2022. Elsewhere in Chad, the Prime Minister resigned on Tuesday, the day after General Mahamat Idriss Deby Itno announced the appointment of a government of national unity after extending his 2-year term as president for a period of transition. Albert Pahimi Padake presented his resignation and that of his government during an audience with the head of state, who accepted them according to a presidential statement. Note that he was appointed 18 months ago by General Muhammad Debi Itno. The Guinean court trying Musa Dadis Camara and a dozen co-accused for the September 2008 or September 28, 2009 massacre decided on Monday to keep him in jail for the duration of his trial and to reject his placement under house arrest. The court earlier rejected all other requests made by the defense lawyer at the opening of his historic trial on the anniversary of 28 September 2022. It decided that the hearings on the merits of the case and the questioning of the defendants could begin. The prosecution had imprisoned the defendants who were still free on the eve of the trial, including Captain Camara, who had been living in exile in Burkina Faso and had returned a few days earlier. Out of the African continent, the death toll of people who have died in Venezuela has risen to 34. The landslide, which was triggered by flooding after heavy rains caused streams to overflow, as well as buried more than 300 homes and affected around 750 persons. Thousands of homes were also left without water following the devastating incident. Let's now talk sport. The 2022-2023 Elite One football season kickstarts this Saturday at October 15, 2022. The game is set to be played at the Reunification Stadium in Bepanda, Douala, Cameroon's economic capital. Get details with Nicole Tako in the following report.
The 2022-2023 Elite One football season has been confirmed to start on Saturday, October 15, 2022 at the Bepanda Reunification Stadium in Douala. The opening match will be a Douala derby between Union Sportive versus Astre Football Club of Douala. It should be noted that Astre Football Club of Douala made it to the semi-finals of the competition last year, but were knocked out by Aiding Sport de la Leki of Yaoundé, who made it to the finals of the competition, and then lost to Cotton Sport of Garoua. Union Sportive of Douala, who are 6-time Cameroon Cup champions, and Astre of Douala 1, have been drawn in Pool B alongside Nsah, Gazelle FA of Garoua, Yafoot FC of Yaoundé, Bamboutus FC of Mouda, Forview Club of Baham, AS Fortuna, Favue Azur, Dragon FC of Yaoundé, and Apaches of Mfou. Unions are set to take on the Brazilians of Bepanda on Saturday after recently securing the services of former PWD of Bamenda and 2022 Intermediate Lions goalkeeper of Chan, Hashu Kerido, who is among several signings made by the club for the new season. Equally, Astres Football has made stunning signings to solidify their squad. Amongst these new recruits of Astres is prolific midfielder Maurice Beboum, former player of the Aglo Royal of Kongsamba, who helped the club secure an elite 2 ticket and grabbed the 2022 National Interpol Trophy.
In more sports news to conclude, the world's football governing body FIFA has announced that the draw for the first ever playoff tournament for the FIFA Women's World Cup will take place on Friday, 14 October at 12 noon. The draw for the playoff tournament for the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 will confirm the qualification pathway for the 10 teams vying for the final 3 remaining spots at the FIFA Women's World Cup. Australia and New Zealand 2023, which takes place from the 20th of July to the 20th of August next year. It's on that sports note that we conclude today's edition of Prime Flash, produced by Modika, Elvis. I have been Eileen for presentation. Thanking you all for viewing. But do stay tuned to more amazing programs coming up today on My Media Prime Television. Up next is The Brief with Lasha Kingsley and Bomotongina Gladys. Have a blessed Wednesday and bye for now.